this is looking really bad, guys. This is the Bitcoin chart, 4 hours. Today could be a potential decision time for Bitcoin. Let me bring here the levels of support and resistance that we're seeing. This was the reverse head and shoulders. It was looking really good for us. And we actually broke through the neckline of these reverse head and shoulders. And we were supposed to go from here all the way to the neckline and put it above. So we were supposed to go to 25, 26K. That did not happen. And in fact, this level of support that we had, it just broke down and became resistance. So Bitcoin tried to go above 2 times, it didn't work out, and then it started falling again. And this was acting still as a level of support now, but today we just broke through below that. So what does this mean for us? If there's one thing that works in crypto and Bitcoin in particular, is Fibonacci levels. So we're gonna bring the Fibonacci and we're gonna trace from the bottom here all the way to the recent top. And what we find here is that we are approaching the 618 Fibonacci level. We could find support around this level or around this region here, so between 18,500 or 19,200. So if Bitcoin can find support in these levels and it comes back up, then it's alright. Then it just means that we found a double bottom and we can finally come back to those previous levels, 26, 28K, maybe even 30K. The thing here is that if we don't, and if we make a new low, let's say if Bitcoin can hold up to this 17,000, all right, it would not look so good, but you know, it's still all right. Bitcoin could still hang above 18,000 and we could go back. But if Bitcoin cannot hold these levels here, you know, I think below 18,500, it raises a red alert, because the chances are that Bitcoin is going to make a new low. And if we actually use these Fibonacci levels to predict the next level of support, this could mean that Bitcoin could go as low as 15,000, just below 15,000. And if we still don't find support here, I mean, there's a good chance that we would go to the second Fibonacci target, which would be 10,600. So around 10,000, 12,000 maybe. In the macro, I think 12,000 is a very important number, but we could see all the way to these levels here. So this is something to keep in mind. And then Bitcoin could get boring around here a little bit. And then finally, we can start going up from these low levels. And here's the thing, I'm not using RSI, I'm not using MACD. It really doesn't matter. Stock futures are falling today. And that's what really matters for Bitcoin, because if people are losing money in stocks, they are losing money in crypto as well. The whole market will come down. It doesn't matter where you are, if you're holding which companies, chances are everything is coming down until the Fed turns around. And they're still raising rates, and expectation of inflation is not to come down, at least for several months. So even if inflation does come down, in a few months, we still have all this time to fall, and Bitcoin could go indeed to 10,000. So please be careful about that. These are very important levels to pay attention right now in the short term, during this week, maybe coming into the weekend. In my opinion, there is still more downside to come. I do not think this was the bottom because the volume was quite low. So if we see the volume here, and I believe volume is probably one of the most important things to look at. During this crash, the volume was pretty high, but in the actual low, not really. The volume was not spectacular in any way. And usually when Bitcoin bottoms out, it is with a huge candle, a huge wick, and we did not see that. And that's why I believe Bitcoin has not bottomed out yet. So pay attention to this 18,500. If we go below that, I do believe we are indeed heading at least to 12,000. This chart is actually from Binance Futures. If you still don't have a Binance account, do yourself a favor. The link with the best referral code, 20% off your Binance trading fees for life. Just sign up with that link, and I will see you in the next Bitcoin update.